All right. Now we are dealing with MCQ questions. One approach for solving MCQ questions is to actually solve and decompose the entire problem and solve to arrive at an answer, right? The other approach for MCQ solving can be something very different. Sorry. Now, what can that be? Is the important tools of the options that have been given to you. Now, let us come to this question: the two-digit number which becomes 5/6 of itself when the digits are reversed. The difference in the digits of the number being 1, then the two-digit number is. Okay. So in our
Okay.
junior classes, we have studied some questions based on two-digit numbers. How do we form numbers out of them? In this
Yeah.
case, since it's an MCQ question, and it will just be a one marker, we don't have to waste so much time in the working as we did in the previous MCQ question. Fine. In the previous MCQ question, we were not in a position to use options until unless we arrive at the answer. But in this question, that options can be very useful to us. You tell me, and this method is known as elimination, or using options, eliminating some options which are not viable. So in this case, just check. The difference in the digits of the number is 1. So which option do you know is surely not an answer?
36.
So we eliminate this option, right?
Yeah.
Now, 45 and 54 are two possible contenders for the answer, right? So
Yeah.
what we'll try and see, the two-digit number becomes 5/6 of itself. That means it becomes smaller or larger than itself by reversing it.
Like basically, if we have 45,
Huh?
the difference in the digits of the number is 1.
Correct.
So you are saying if we make 45 54.
Correct. So is 45 made to 54 an option suiting here, or 54 made to 45 possible over here as per the question? Two-digit number becomes 5/6 of itself. Now,
Uh,
5/6 of itself is a fraction lower than itself or larger than itself?
Lower than itself.
It's lower than itself, absolutely. So it becomes lower than itself. Which option
Yeah.
can you not accept?
45.
Absolutely. Now we have to but check once 54 because we have an option of none of these also. Do you see this?
Yeah.
So we'll have to check whether 54 is also suiting my criteria or not. It is
Okay.
absolutely suiting digits of the number having difference 1. This criteria is solved. This
Yeah.
criteria is solved that it will give you a smaller number after reversing. But let's check. Is 45 5/6 of 54? Please check on the board and tell me. You just do the calculation.
Can I do it in the copy?
Uh, okay, you tell me. I'll do it here on the board.
This method is known as.
This is just a way of, this is a smarter way of dealing with MCQs, isn't it?
Yeah.
So 54 becomes 5/6 of itself. Let me try and make 5/6 of 54. When I do 5/6 of 54, what is the answer that you get?
Okay, wait. Let me just then close that.
Okay.
So basically, it becomes 45.
Yeah. Now, is it correct that are the digits replaced? Are they
Yeah.
reversed? Right. So, shall I correct this option ticket that it's absolutely correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm simply saying that 54 is the correct answer, and I have done this MCQ not by solving and making an equation. I have not done it. I've simply done it logically by using my options. So, and I've used the elimination technique. I've eliminated some options which are not fitting the criteria,
Yeah.
right? And I have to check my process also because none of these is also given as an option. So MCQs, some MCQs can be done very smartly without wasting much time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let us deal with the conventional method for this, the conventional method which I will actually not use for MCQs, but still you should know if this comes as a 4 marker or a 3 marker, but not an MCQ, right?
Right.
So you should be aware of that strategy also. In those cases, we'll make equations, isn't it?
Okay.
Right. So now you tell me what let variable should I take? What value should I assume? What variable should be taken for this question?
We can take the two-digit number as XY.
Okay. So the digits can be x and y, right?
Yeah.
Let the digits be x and y. So that is x and y. But the number that is formed, do you know this? The number that is formed, that will be 10x plus y. Do you know this?
Yeah, because it will be the it's in the tens units.
Yeah, the tens place and the ones place. So the digits are x comma y, but the number formed is 10x plus y, right?
Yeah,
Okay. And the reversed number that would be formed, what would that be?
10y plus x.
Absolutely. Now, first equation that you have, there's a connection between the number and the reversed self. So what is the connection between the first and the second
They're
expression?
completely the opposite of each other.
That's okay, but please read the first statement. The two-digit number becomes 5/6 of itself when the digits are reversed.
Yeah,
So what do you suggest? This
that
number becomes this number,
yeah,
uh,
it becomes 5/6 of itself when the digits are reversed.
reversed.
So
So
that
this is
would
the
be
number,
10x plus y
correct?
into 5 by 6 is equals to 10y plus x.
Okay, right. So this becomes 5/6 of itself. That means 5/6 of this number, isn't it? Am I
Yeah,
writing correctly? Is equals to, becomes means equals to, and I write 10y plus x, right?
yeah,
Now this equation can be simplified, isn't it? I'll just simplify a bit so that I get a complete simple equation between x and y. So I can write it as 50x plus 5y is equals to, what can I do with this 6?
you can take it to the other side. That would make it 60y plus 6x.
Correct, 60y plus 6x. Now just do some transposition and just simplify the x's and the y's and just tell me what do you get.
Yeah, so that would be 44x is equals to 55y.
Okay, 44x equals to 55y, and I can cancel both the sides by 11, divide by
Yeah,
11 on both the sides. So I can say 4x is equals to 5y, isn't
yeah,
it? Or I can say 4x minus 5y is equals to 0,
yeah.
right? So this is one basic equation that I have got a relationship between x and y from the first condition given in the question, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now what do you suggest can be the second equation? Just read the sentence and tell me.
The difference in the digits of the number being 1.
1.
So that is 4x plus minus 5y is 1 if we take the value of x and y as 1.
The difference in the digits. Now, in your first place, what were the digits in the first place?
xy.
Only x and y. So this relationship is only applicable on x and y.
Yeah.
So how do you relate them? Difference of the digits being 1.
So basically x minus y is 1.
Okay. So x minus y is 1. And you know what? Actually, in this case, difference can be the other way around also. You do not know
Yeah.
whether x is bigger or y is bigger. But
Yeah, it
again, the
can be.
logic, yeah, it can be anything. So let us just take this. Otherwise, the logic is that the tens place should be bigger because actually we are getting 5/6 of the number on reversing, isn't it? That logic.
Yeah.
So we do x minus 1 y is y. Sorry, x minus y is 1. These are two equations, and now you very well know how to solve a system of linear equations, right? So will you
Yeah.
suggest substitution or elimination?
Elimination.
Okay, so multiply this entire equation by, tell me, by what?
4.
4. Okay, so 4x minus 4y is equals to 4. I have written it underneath, and now I
Yeah.
cancel this, right? So
Yeah.
I am left with, what is the answer? Tell me.
Minus y is equals to minus 4. Y is equals to 4.
Correct. Y is equals to 4. So you have got y is
X
equals
is
to
5.
4, x is 5, and the digit that you've got is 54, which is again the same answer that we got.
Yeah.
But for an MCQ, which approach would you tell me to follow? The first one or the second one?
The first one is much more convenient, and it doesn't require much time or calculation.
Yes. So that's your practice. That's your, strategy how to approach an MCQ question. Are the
Yeah.
options fine for me? Logic is fine for me, or I'll have to do the entire working because I'm not left with any option, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have done